Good morning, everyone. It's Ryan here. Welcome back to the channel. I'm just going for a little morning walk before work and going to talk about why I did not sell my property and take the $100,000 gain to buy my next property. And as always, guys, know that this is not financial advice. This is just me documenting my experience. If you like videos like this, please make sure to hit the red subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell so YouTube notifies you every time I upload a video. Give this video a like, and please give any feedback on how you view the way I analyze my deals. Sorry, I'm running away from this sprinkler. So I'm not gonna lie, it was a really tough decision. When me and my wife found the next house we wanted to purchase, because it was in a great school district, it was kind of her style. She's really into farmhouse. She has her own YouTube channel that's all about farmhouse decor and DIY. When we found this house, we weren't in the market necessarily to be buying a house. I was interested in buying stocks and doing other kinds of investments, but we found this house and it really turned out to be the perfect fit. It would have been very easy to sell that house and take all that money and put down a fat down payment and have even more cash in the bank. I think in the decision process of buying the house, it made me sleep a little bit better, but at the end of the day, I could not take myself to do it for these reasons. So we bought the house for $234,000, and the house is now worth about $325,000. And there's about $199,000 left on that mortgage. So if I sold it after commissions and closing costs, I would have walked with essentially $100,000 tax-free money, because I've lived in that residence for 2 years. Tax-free money in my pocket, and I could have put down more on my other property and shrink that mortgage, and it would have been okay. But as I was looking at the numbers and looking at the market rent, I saw that I could rent the house for $2,400, which I have. The mortgage, taxes, insurance on the house is just shy of $1,600, plus an HOA payment, plus I wanted to make sure the house had pest control. So I did the numbers and saw $2,400 minus $1,600 minus the HOA fee of about $120 a month, and a pest control fee, which I want to make sure that's being paid for the property, for another $40. I was left with about $640 of monthly cash flow that I can take in. And I backed out $150 I put in a separate account that's saved for future repairs and vacancy costs for the property. So if I'm making $400 a month in cash flow, that seems okay. It pays a bill or so. But then I thought a little bit deeper. I thought, what is the principal pay down of the property? Well, now in the 27th year of the amortization cycle of the 30-year fixed rate mortgage, I would make about $330 in principal pay down equity every month. That brought my number from $400 up to $730. It seems a little bit better, but when you really analyze the deal from this perspective, what did I invest into it? So let me bring you back. When I bought the property, I put 10% down. So I put down $23,400 on the property. Cost me another $4,500 to close. So by the time I got the keys to the house, I was into the property for close to $28,000. And since I got the property, we didn't know at the time, but it had some very necessary repairs, and for a while the house felt like a lot of headaches, and we thought, oh man, if we just sell this house, all these headaches would go away. But they were necessary improvements. The house had sat vacant for a little while, and we had to do things like remove rodents from the attic, which was not fun. Had to reinsulate the entire attic. Cost me about $6,000 for that whole project. I had to renovate the whole master bathroom. Our tub had the overflow valve had a leak, which we did not know, that ended up destroying our shower, our walls, and drywall. I had to re-floor every bedroom. I had to buy new appliances. I did some more cosmetic upgrades, and I would have to prepare the property to rent. All these costs factored in about another $20,000. So I looked at the property and I said, okay, I'm in $28,000 to get the keys. I invested another $20,000 to get the property where it is, now able to rent. That's close to, for round numbers today, that's close to a $50,000 investment. Take my $730 in gain, multiply that by 12, what do we have there? Let me get out my calculator. If my investment in the property is $50,000, my return annually is $8,760. So with a $50,000 investment, what is my annualized return if it's $8,760? Quick calculation there. just over 17%. My cash on cash annualized return before appreciation, taxes, anything else like that is over 17%. So I thought to myself, if I sold this house, I would just be looking for another opportunity to get a return like that. That crushes the S&P 500, that crushes other asset classes. How can I sell this house? Sorry, I love these trees here. They look like big pineapples, don't they? Pretty cool. So the reason I really didn't end up selling the house and taking that 100 grand and making my life a little bit more cushy, a little bit more comfortable, I said I need to hold on to this. If I can make 17%, and that number is only actually gonna get better because the way loans amortize, the principal pay down will be more in the future. I can't sell it. I can't sell it. So now me and my wife are sitting there like, well, you know, we have this much liquid cash. I got some investments here. I was buying some stocks. I'd made some money on them. I could sell those, and we could be here. But you know, it still may be a little bit tight. This is a more expensive house, you know. But it's a great school district. It'd be great for our son. So I told my wife, if you're willing to move back in with the in-laws, we'll make it happen. And she loved the house so much that we ended up doing it. So as soon as I could, I got tenants in that house, moved back in with my parents to save up more money. Because guys, making money, it takes sacrifice. It's not easy. You have to work hard. You have to make sacrifices. You have to have side hustles. You have to educate yourself. It's not an easy process to get to financial freedom. That's what this whole channel's about. If you want to join me on the journey and documenting this experience, hit the red subscribe channel button. I want to share more of these investments that I've been doing and how I look at deals and why I decide to do them. Another reason really not to sell the house is because I can still access the liquidity in the house, that $100,000 or so, a little bit shy of that, through other creative ways, through a home equity line of credit, which I really don't care to do, or in the future when the principal pay down gets even lower, I can do a cash out refinance and take back that money tax-free and then have my future tenants pay that down. So like I said, it would have been very easy to sell that property, but at the end of the day, how are you gonna pass up that return? Another reason not to sell the property, future appreciation. Real estate has the average annualized return anywhere from 2 to 4%, depending on where you live. And let's just use 3% for a round number. That's also realized gains I can realize in the future. So, and the beauty of it is you can use a mortgage, so the appreciation is going to be more than the 3% on your invested cash. Does that make sense? I don't want to get too confusing, but I'm only $50,000 invested in the property, but I get the appreciation on the $300,000, $325,000, whatever the market value is today. So if the house is $300,000, a 3% return on appreciation is $9,000 a year, averaged annually. How can you sell that property? How can you sell that property? Doesn't make any sense. It's a beautiful thing. So let's use that number now. I'm making close to $9,000 a year in gains, but I'm also getting appreciation of $9,000 a year. So I'm seeing an $18,000 return, and that's incredible. So to recap, the reasons why I didn't sell my house, the percentage gain I made on my investment. I was willing to make the sacrifices necessary to make the next property happen. And to summarize it up, I learned a lot from the process, and I hope to do the same thing with the next property. So, as I talked about in the last video, I didn't go too crazy in my investment into the property. This way I'll have a better opportunity to cash flow the property as well. Tenants don't care about crown molding on the ceiling and third level grade tile. We didn't do like the bottom upgrade too. We did like a phase one. I talked about in the video. Like, the house has got nice stuff to it, so. A couple other reasons why I did not sell the property before we end this video is one, taxes. Please make sure to consult a CPA because taxes is very important. That's what makes real estate very interesting. But real estate, you're able to depreciate the total value of that home over a 27-year lifespan. We're on this journey to make money, but also try to keep as much of it as you can. Taxes can be very expensive. You'll spend hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions if you're, I guess, fortunate enough to in your lifetime. So if you can mitigate that cost, by all means do that. Lastly, I don't want to pay all the selling costs. I don't want to pay real estate agents. I don't want to pay closing costs and title fees and God, all those little bureaucratic fees you get. I would rather keep that equity in the property and find another way to access it. Again, through a HELOC or a cash out refinance. So make sure to let me know what you think in the comments below. Should I have sold the property? Was it smart to keep it? Does my math make sense? I use kind of round numbers in this video, so I'll kind of summarize them as I edit this video and maybe put some notes below or some writing on this screen somewhere. Let me know. But really, guys, thank you so much for watching. It means a lot to me. I'm having a lot of fun making these videos. I plan to share more as I go with kind of what my investments look like in a transparent way, to have honest feedback. Honestly, I'm a long way from where I want to be, but it's been a fun journey so far. And it's not to be showy. Look, there's people way more successful than me. I just want to be a part of the conversation. And if you want to join me in that, again, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, notification bell, and see you in my next one.